Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah. Hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, oh well. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining.
Swole
the
Normuth.
birds are chirping. The bacon is sizzling.
Can you smell it, fam?
Welcome
Can you smell
to
the bacon?
Daily Swole.
Can you smell it? Testing, 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 test, 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 testing, 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 testicles, testing, testicles, testing, testicles, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1383 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our motherfucking biceps. What's going on, beaches? How are we doing? Popping cherries, Robert Lander, new member, popping cherries. If it's your first, and Sean Mack, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I know it's not your first. I know it's not your first rodeo. It's not your first Daily Swole. You're not a virgin. You're not a virgin. You can't just not show up for like a day and come back and be like, oh, I've never been penetrated by Puppa Swolio's knowledge cock before. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. You can't just come back all nice and tight. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come back all nice and tight. Ooh, not when you get that gorilla penetration. You get that gorilla penetration, there's no chance. There's no chance in hell. No chance in hell. We got some big stuff yesterday. My people, my Swole fam, how many of you caught up on the accountability meeting? You caught it yesterday. You're back on the tip. It's available in Swole TV. It's pinned to the announcement section in the private group. But yo, the accountability meeting yesterday, we have some fire that just dropped. So for those of you that might have missed it, a little bit of an insight, just to remind you, because we're on the same page here, that new drops. Come on, fam. How many of you jumped into the Brain Gains 20 yesterday? Not saying it's mine. I'm saying pop those cherries. Oh, I got you, Sean. There you go. I appreciate it. I mean, all right. So Sean, you're the head of the cherry police. So you're in charge of the pop. You can pop. If it's up to Sean, everyone's cherry here is it's all popped. It's all been popped. He's making sure that everyone's busted open. He's making sure he's checking. Okay. Anyway, those of you that are members of the Swole fam and Unlimited, how many of you have checked out the 20-minute Brain Gains yet? It is fire. I've been Swole texting a lot of you, and those of you that have tried it said you fucking love it. You love it. So I know if you love the 10 minutes, and you're ready for the 20 minutes, it's going to be challenging. I talked to a couple of you, and some of you said that you fell asleep. If you're falling asleep during meditation, you need to get more sleep. I'm glad it relaxes you enough, but make sure you get more sleep because you're not supposed to fall asleep, and you don't want to listen to music. You can be in an environment where there's noise, and I think that's where a lot of people kind of, when you're first starting out, it's great to have silence, but at the same time, mindfulness and meditation in that sense, you're observing all the sounds, you're observing the feelings, you're observing all that stuff. So it's okay to have things around you. It doesn't have to be you don't have to be in a tomb. You don't have to be like in a walled off room with like sound deadening padding. You don't have to hide. You don't have to hide anywhere. So meditation is it's different. You don't need complete silence. But anyway, those of you that are drifting, if your mindset starts drifting, like if your awareness starts drifting, if you drift to thoughts, that's totally normal. It's totally normal. And the misconception with meditation is that you're trying to stop your thoughts. You're not trying to stop thinking because you'll never, ever be able to stop thinking. That's the whole point. You realize that these thoughts come from somewhere. You don't know where the fuck they come from. No one does. No one knows where these thoughts are coming from. They just appear. Why are you thinking about that thing in that moment? It's so weird. It's so weird how all of a sudden you'll have this reference or this memory come in for no reason. For absolutely no reason. It just all of a sudden appears in your head and you're thinking, where the fuck did this thought come from? Like, where the fuck did this thought come from? I haven't thought about this in 20 years. Why am I having it in my brain right now? And you realize you have all these repressed things. You have all these things that are kind of like just stuck in the back of the closet. It's in those boxes and those Tupperwares that you store away. You're like, all right, well, I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to throw it out. I don't want to see it in my face all the time. So let me put it in this box and I'll shove it in the back corner and I'll take it out when I move in 5 years. So you're going through all those things. There's all these boxes and all this like spring cleaning, and it's important to go through that, but it's okay if your mind wanders. So don't stop. Don't get discouraged if you're in minute 12 or in minute 14 and all of a sudden, or minute 4 or minute 1. All you do is you come back to the breath and you start again. You come back to the breath and you start pretending it's your first minute, pretending it's your first second. It's your first moment back. You just pretend like you're just getting started. Same thing with yoga. If all of a sudden your brain wanders, your brain leaves, you come off the mat a little bit, you just lose your focus, you just come right back. And then the more you do that, because here's the thing, it's like when you go to the gym. Let's equate this. Let's get started with this topic because it's important. When you go to the gym and you don't feel like going in, you might go to the gym, you don't feel like going to you park in the parking lot and you're like, fuck, I don't want to go in. I can leave. You don't want to go, but you go. You don't want to go, but you go anyway. Okay? Whether you are at home and you decide to just get up and fucking go, you get in the parking lot, you park, and you're like, fuck, do I really want to go? Do I really want to go in? You get into the gym. Oh, I have to get started. I don't really feel like it today. But then you have an amazing workout. So those days when you don't feel like going to the gym, but you go anyway, you push it anyway, you push through and you persevere and you actually get it done. A lot of you understand that you have the best workout ever sometimes. You know, some days you go and you have a meh workout, but some of the best workouts you've ever had were on days where you almost didn't go. And drop that in the comments below if you agree, if you've had that experience. If you've had that experience, and once you've had that experience, that's one of the biggest game changers for staying consistent. That's one of the biggest game changers for people getting more results overall long term. And here's why. It gives you that realization that, oh, my feelings don't equate exactly to how I feel. My feelings don't equate exactly to how my body physically feels. My feelings in the moment, me getting all up in my head, doesn't equate to whether or not I'm going to have a good workout or a bad workout. Because if you finally overcome you not wanting to go to the gym one day, you go and you have the best fucking workout you've ever had. Let's say you just have a sick pump and you feel fucking amazing. The next time you don't feel like going, you're going to have this thought. What if today is one of those workouts? What if I don't want to go to the gym? What if I don't want to go to the gym and I don't go? Am I missing, by not going to the gym, am I missing one of those epic workouts? Am I missing one of those epic pumps? Am I missing one of those amazing, PR, I just hit a new rep record, or you just went heavier and you lifted 5 more pounds than you ever have on a bench or a squat or a curl, whatever it is. You just had a great fucking workout. Every time you don't feel like it, you're going to have that thought. Well, maybe this is one of those days I need to go. And then you start getting in the habit of going when you don't feel like it. Now, this doesn't mean that every time you don't feel like it, you always go and you force it. You have to learn those differences. You have to learn how your body works. You have to learn when you don't feel like it. There are those subtleties. Sometimes you don't feel like it, and it's because you're not feeling well, or you're sore, you're fatigued, and you need to deload a little bit. You need to take a day to do more mobility or something like that. But a lot of times, if you go, you're going to have amazing workouts. You're not going to necessarily get hurt. Just don't do anything stupid. But when you go, you can crush it. And then what I'm saying is, once you've had that one time, all of a sudden you just have, every workout is potential. Every workout has potential. Every time you might go is potential for it being awesome. And then you never want to miss, because you might be missing one of those moments. So it gives you that realization that, I can't connect these two things. They're not always linked together. Just because I don't feel like it doesn't mean I'm going to have a bad workout. Just because I don't feel like it doesn't mean my body doesn't feel like it. It's just one of those feelings. There you go, Logan. I was having really bad anxiety on Saturday morning about trying to find a better gym than my apartment gym. So bad I almost didn't go, but I fucking went and it felt great. There you go. Danny Cornell, I completely agree. There have been days where I absolutely did not want to go work out. I hated it, but when I went there and started lifting, I got the sickest pump ever. Yeah. Phil, hell yes. Some days you don't feel like it, but you have all the strength. Some days you feel great, end up feeling weak as hell. I think, to be honest, I don't think there's very, very rarely do I have days where I didn't want to go and I went and I regretted it. You might not have a great workout, but you're never gonna be like, I went. I shouldn't have fucking gone. There are more days where I felt like going and I had a shitty workout. And I think it's because when you feel like going and you feel good and you're on your way to the gym, I can't wait to go lift today. And then you have a substandard workout or it doesn't meet your expectations. It's because you have expectations. You have expectations that when you feel good, you're going to have a good workout. It doesn't always happen like that. So you have to break both associations. You have to break the association that when you feel bad, you're going to have a bad workout. Not true. When you feel good, you're going to have a great workout. Also not true. You're not going to have, it doesn't necessarily correlate, because once you start lifting and warming up, as long as you don't do something stupid, if you feel bad, like you're sick, you're injured, doesn't mean you go and like, oh, just go anyway. You don't want to go and cut corners. That's another thing. That's one of the major like contraindications of what I'm saying. So pay attention to this. You have to be very careful, because if you don't feel like working out and you're like, you know what, let me just go. I've had this experience before. Let me just go and do it anyway. If you're not focused, it's one thing to not feel like it. It's one thing to go in, not pay attention, slack, cut corners, not warm up really, not really pay attention as much to form, maybe do something out of your ordinary. That's very dangerous, because if you do that, you can easily get hurt. And then you've had a shitty workout, you didn't feel like it, and you fucked yourself up, and now you're going to be fucked up for the next several weeks or months, or hopefully not years. But if it goes that, you can have a severe injury in the gym. You can have something that keeps on haunting you and keeps on coming back. So it's very important that you don't lose focus. So you need focus. You need to pay attention. Just because you don't feel like it, and that might be true, and you might go and get and have a good workout, it doesn't mean that you just cut corners and because your head's not in it. So just make sure that your head stays in it. Your head stays in it. If you lose focus and you're not in the right mindset, maybe you can get into the mindset after you start warming up, which is why I usually start with some cardio. I go on the step mill, I get my head in the game, and I walk, I'm doing the steps and I warm up, my hips are loosening up. I'm kind of getting a feel for how I feel physically, and then you start warming up. So just give yourself that on-ramp. And if anything, you just do a little cardiovascular, some stretching, mobility, maybe some isolation, and then you move on. You come back and crush it. It doesn't always have to be a heavy weight training workout. It doesn't always have to, you don't have to fucking murder yourself every day. A lot of people think you have to crush it every fucking day. You don't have to. Not every day. You don't have to destroy yourself. 2 years ago today, I made a decision to change everything slightly over 100 pounds down, and I have been maintaining for over a year now. Change your choices. A little round of applause. Some gorillas. Good shit, Jordan. That's a reminder. A lot of you are already doing the hashtag in the comments, but today's Swole card, 1383, is change your choices. So just sent out a big old batch of Swole cards, so a lot of you will be getting them very, very shortly. So make sure that you use the hashtag change your choices for a chance to win at the end of today's podcast. Change your choices. Everything's a choice. Everything's a choice. You have a choice to go to the gym. You have a choice to not go to the gym. You have a choice to do mobility. You have a choice to do, everything's a choice. And you might feel, the problem is a lot of people feel like they don't have choices. Well, you can create situations where you have better choices, but even within your limited range of choices, there's usually choices. And there's certainly choices inside your head. So that's why brain gains is so important. There are choices you can make inside, how you perceive things, how you take things. Do you take things personally? Are you surrounding yourself with positive influences or negative influences? You know, what are you surrounding yourself with? What kind of environment, right? Pillar number 1, fam. Dost thou forget so quickly? If you haven't yet gotten your copy of the 7 Pillars of Swolenormous, right there on the homepage, swolenormousx.com, you just Clickston Churchill. Just get your click on at the top and download your shit. No, wait. Who you surround yourself with? Pillar 1, community. Communita. Community, what your environment is like. Surround yourself with better people. Surround yourself with positivity. Listen to good shit. Watch good shit. Don't waste your time with people that aren't worth your fucking time. Literally, you have to put higher standards on your time. Give yourself higher standards. Do you have higher standards? Don't waste your fucking time. Don't spend time with people that suck. Don't spend time with people that suck. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it, fam. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, fam. Last night, I really wanted to binge on Valentine's Day cookies. Ugh, gross. So I went to sleep instead. Okay, eat some better food. Valentine's Day cookies. Gross. Y'all, it's disgusting. Come on, don't be a baby. You crazy? Y'all. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see here. What's that? Oh, I think I'm getting a little interference here. Someone said you got a new microphone. I didn't get a new microphone. The same thing. This ain't new. It's a new. I change things. I change the layout of things. Sometimes I get bored. I want to mix up where things are going. I play with audio things. I dabble. Where are we going here? Have you thought of putting your pillars on audiobooks? I'd probably buy it. You could download the audio if you want to. It's right there. I already have the audio. Bing. Have I thought of putting my pillars on audiobooks? Literally, there's an audio right there. Just go to the link on swolenormousx.com and click, and then there's the option to download audio for the pillars. Bam. Is that a photo of Puppa in the back? It certainly is. It's the regal pup. It's not really, you can't really see it, but she's very regal. You like that shit? She's all dressed up like Victorian, like 16th century. It's fucking awesome. She didn't really dress like that. That's like, that'd be animal abuse. And the corset and all that, she's all like locked up. Good shit. I love that picture. Let's see here. That noise is driving me crazy. I don't know if you all hear it. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear any buzzing or interference, or maybe it's just my headphones? It's all right. That kind of stuff bothers the fuck out of me, especially when I got these headphones on. I can hear everything. It's going to drive me fucking insane all day. Let me know if you hear it. Do you guys hear a little zzz? No? No one does? Okay, good. At least I'm not just... Okay, so let's see. What we got here going on? It's just me going crazy? No, it's not. It's me with these fucking studio headphones. I can hear a mouse fart next door. What's Valentine's Day? Sounds dumb. Ada, I was in a bad mood this morning. I went to the gym as planned and had a great workout. Did more than I planned and it felt great. Change your choices. Oh. Change your choices. Change your choices. Okay, so no one heard that. Okay, it's just me going crazy. Maybe I'm going crazy. Why? I don't think I'm going crazy. If you think I'm going crazy, I am straight. I'm there. I'm already there. So anyway, yesterday in the accountability meeting, Monday, we had the 20-minute brain gain release. Also brand new chair yoga section. So those of you that are thinking about starting yoga, maybe you're obese, maybe you have a lower leg injury, maybe you're just very, very stiff. We got chair yoga. So we have the express classes, we have chair yoga, we have desk therapy, we got new ones coming. We got a brand new brain gain section. Sick. There's so much shit. There's so much stuff and so much stuff coming. And I can't wait to make some bigger announcements this coming week and Monday. So a lot of cool shit. If you haven't checked out the accountability meeting and you're part of the Swole fam, make sure you go and do that. Make sure you go and check that out. Okay, this one. Let's see. Yes, sounds like kids running around upstairs. No, it doesn't. No kids running around upstairs. No kids. Fuck that noise. All right. This one is from, this is some good topics from the Swole fam. This one's from Melanie. Anyone doing 1 meal a day? And she wrote OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. Just got my Smile Direct aligners. Ooh, someone's going to get all sexified. I like that. Sexy smile. And if I take them out to eat, I find I'm not putting them back in. You find like you're not doing it, you refuse to, or you're deciding not to. Not to mention it's a pain at work. Okay, so I'm thinking of eating 1 meal at night for the next couple months. Thoughts? How many of you do 1 meal a day? Do any of you do 1 meal a day? I think a lot of times people say that they're doing 1 meal a day when they're just really just eating for a few hours in the evening. So it's not really 1 meal. I do. I usually have 1 meal, kind of. I eat in the evening. I don't really do a lot of meals. I just eat in the evening. I don't know if I have 1 meal a day, but I eat for a while in the evening. I don't really eat earlier in the day. I'll have coffee or I'll have bulletproof coffee, or if I have something, I usually don't want to wake up and just start eating something first thing. Maybe if I work out in the afternoon, sometimes I'll have a sweet potato before. Usually it's on an empty stomach when I go train. So me personally, but what do you guys do? What you do? Some people are having issues and they agree. Why can't you eat with them in? Well, I guess they're going to get gummed up and they'll probably trap the food, right? I've never used them, so. Zombe Pop. OMAD is easier for me. Lots of coffee and green tea during the day. Let's see. You forget to put them in. I had the same problem with my Invisalign, so you're not the only one. Let's see. Yeah, but Papa, you have food or bulletproof coffee throughout the day, very different from 1 meal a day. That's not what I said at all. I definitely don't have food throughout the day, and I don't always have bulletproof coffee. So 1 meal a day is 1 meal a day, and then eating in the evening is more intermittent fasting. I'm just clarifying that a lot of people say they do 1 meal a day, but they really eat for like 2, 3, or 4 hours in the evening. When you eat from like 6 to 10 or from 4 to 8, it's not 1 meal a day. 1 meal a day is like you sit down and what's on your plate. That's a meal. It's definitely not when it comes to intermittent fasting, 1 meal a day, all that stuff. It's really, it comes down to what your goal is. Now, 1 meal a day or intermittent fasting is great for weight loss, great for weight management. Honestly, if you're looking for more longevity, but it's not ideal for performance in the sense, like if you're trying to build muscle. I shouldn't say performance. That's, it's all context in how we have this conversation. Because if you take one sentence out of what I'm saying and you take it out of context, it's going to sound incorrect because it is. You have to customize it for what you want to accomplish. If you're trying to get in a lot of calories, trying to bulk, trying to put on a lot of muscle, trying to increase strength, I wouldn't fuck around with intermittent fasting really, or at least have a time restricted eating window, but just be careful not eating because it's going to affect performance. There's a reason why bodybuilders eat frequently. There's a reason why people that do any kind of performance athletics really don't do a lot of intermittent fasting. A lot of them do, they're eating throughout the day to get enough calories. So as long as you are getting enough calories, it's possible. But then how much can you eat at one sitting? Is it comfortable? Is it ideal? The quality of food, it's hard to eat that much quality food in one sitting. It's hard to stuff it all in and it's really uncomfortable. So 1 meal a day might not be sufficient, but maybe 2 meals or maybe a restricted eating window. Maybe it would be better to do like a 20 hour fast and then a 4 minute eating 4 minute 4 minutes just fucking 4 minutes, eat everything you can, 4 hour, or do an 18-6. And that's plenty. Like a 6 hour eating window, how much are you going to eat in 6 hours? You might eat 2 meals. Maybe you eat for an hour, so you you have 6 hours to eat. That's usually plenty. That's usually plenty. And when it comes to fasting, there's different types of fasting. You could do complete calorie fast, and you can also do sugar and protein. You can consume fats and not consume protein fasting, which is really important. So there's different types and different ways to do it. You could do a 24-hour fast. You could do a 48. You could do all these different types of things. And you'll read a lot, you'll hear about, you'll see endless YouTube videos about it, but it really depends on what you're trying to accomplish and what you can be consistent with. Because it's important that food quality is paramount, but then of course you have to make sure you're mitigating how many calories you're consuming. You don't want to overconsume. You're eating quality foods, but then you're eating 4,000 calories. You're going to gain weight if it's more than what your body needs to maintain and to rebuild tissues and to repair in a given period. And it's rolling. It's not just 24 hours your body resets. So if you're eating excess calories over the course of several days and the week, of course you're going to gain weight over time. But if you just eat over your calorie limit one day, you're now like, hey, you gained X amount of weight, and then the next day you went under. That starts fucking your body up in terms of digestion and routine. So it's not that simple. It's not that, hey, I burned this much on this day and I did this on this day. If you're fluctuating, going crazy, your body is going to be a little bit in between. Your hormones and everything, your system is going to be a little bit less efficient, from all my experience, because of that lack of pattern. The body likes patterns. It likes to adapt. It likes the path of least resistance. Your body doesn't want to be fucking juggling shit. Your body wants to be like, boom, boom, boom. That's why it's easy to fall into a routine. That's why it's easy. It's adaptation. Your body wants to fall into a routine. So when you feel like you've plateaued, a lot of times it's more psychological than reality, because you're just used to that routine so much. It feels like you're doing the same thing over and over again. Oh, it's always the same. I'm not making progress. And then you look at a picture, or you look at, a video or something that you did 6 months ago, and you realize, holy shit, I look so different. I sound so different. Look how much I was lifting then. Look how much I'm lifting now. When you see that juxtaposition of 6 months rather than the slow transition, then you notice those things a lot more. Then you notice those changes a lot more. Hi from Finland. Hello. Hello, hello. Is it okay not to eat before a workout? Sure. Sure. You don't have to eat before a workout. Sometimes you don't have to eat before a workout. Sometimes you might like it. You might not like it. Sometimes I just feel like I want something in my system. I want something in my stomach. I just want, I'll have maybe like a cold sweet potato or something, or maybe like a piece of fruit. But a lot of times I'll just go and then I'll pound food after. So it depends. It depends on the situation, depends on the day. I don't really put too much pressure on. Am I eating? If I worked out first thing in the morning every day, so if it was like, okay, I had to be at work at 8 or 9 or 6 or 7, and I was going to the gym at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, I wouldn't eat. It would be the same thing every day. I wouldn't eat, and I'd eat right after, X, Y, and Z. So it depends on your schedule. So again, your nutrition has to fit your lifestyle. It has to fit your schedule. It has to be something you can maintain. If you can't be consistent and you can't maintain it, ain't working. It's not working. It's not working if you can't maintain it. It's not. It doesn't work. It just fucking doesn't work. Legit. It does not work. Does not work. Hold on, let me unplug something. We gotta... Nah, I'll do it after. Let's see here. Now we're still good. Okay. Okay, here. Let's see. Manny Z, I think intermittent fasting might be beneficial for really obese people, as it might get you into better discipline. And even though you lose some muscle mass, eventually you can develop better habits. It's possible. I mean, intermittent fasting is great for everyone. It's great for really obese. Time-restricted eating window is really what it should be. It should be, okay, I'm eating between these hours. That's it. If you're obese, you should have a time-restricted eating window. You start with like an 8-hour eating window. You start tightening it up. Because one of the reasons why a time-restricted eating window is beneficial, one of them is because you can only consume. If you limit how much time you can eat, it limits how much you can eat. It really does, especially if you're going after food quality, because then when you have more quality, you're getting more bulk, you're getting more substance in your food You're not going to crash and have those cravings right after you finish, like 2 hours later. It's going to be more satisfying. So if you're getting more calorie and nutrient dense foods, the quality of the foods, then you're going to be better off for maintaining, limiting your caloric intake over that time period, because you just don't have as much time. You're not eating at 2 a.m. You're not raiding the fridge at 11 o'clock at night. You're eating from 2 to 6 or 2 to 8. That's it. That's it. If it's not those times, you're not fucking eating. And if you eat enough, tough, do it tomorrow. And you're eating quality foods. Quality, quality, quality. I don't like the whole stop counting calories at the expense of quality. And we talked about this yesterday a little bit. We've been talking about in the Swole fam group that some of you can make the argument that, okay, food is expensive. Sometimes certain foods are expensive and you can't afford it. You still want to opt for the highest quality you possibly can. That's it. The highest, and don't make excuses. Don't be like, well, this is all I can afford, and you're really spending money to go to the movies once a week. It's like, no, if this is absolutely limit the highest quality you can afford, and that's it, then that's what you can do. And either you get another job, you learn another skill, you make more money, you grow your own food, like you find a better source, and then it's just life. And then you have to either do more to make more money to buy better food or to buy different food, or you change where you go shopping, or you reschedule some other stuff. But no matter what it is, no matter how much money you have, you need to get access to the best food you possibly can. So it can help. It definitely helps. It definitely helps if you're focusing on quality, and then the time restricted will limit how much you're going to consume in a given time period. Let's see. Okay. So, let's see here. All right. So the OMAD question, that's a good one. That's a good one. 1 meal a day. I mean, I really do think that if you're trying to lose weight, because when it comes to nutrition, it's habits. When it comes to nutrition, it's habits. What kind of habits are you creating? Every time you create a habit, you're not just creating a habit, you're breaking a habit. You're doing a couple things. And when it comes to nutrition and training and that type of lifestyle change, you're breaking and building more habits than you realize. So if you are just, hey, I'm going to try a new diet, and you jump all into like one specific diet, whatever it is, keto, vegan, it doesn't matter. And all of a sudden now you're going to different aisles in the supermarket. You're buying different things. You're getting different tastes. You're cooking in a different way. You're organizing, like you're changing so many little micro habits and things that you're used to and comfortable with. It's often too many things to maintain, which is why people fall off. It's not only the digestion and the digestibility. It's not just the taste. It's not even so much always the diet itself. It's all the habits that circle and revolve around that diet. Maybe it's the cooking time, because not only are you, okay, now I'm going to eat healthy. Let's say you just always bought your food pre-made. Now you're going to try a diet, any type of diet. Now, instead of going to McDonald's or Burger King and just ordering at Subway or something like that, or getting a sandwich or something, or a pre-made chicken from the supermarket that's all covered in oils and shit, you're going to the supermarket. That's time. You're getting ingredients. You're learning how to cook. You're getting pans, and there's all this stuff, and then the cleaning, and then the prep, and then the containers, and then if that's how you're doing it. But you can see how that's a lot of habits. That's a lot of different things that you're doing. And then you need the things to carry it around. Like, do you have a cooler? Do you have this? You have to bring your utensils. Oh shit, I forgot this. I'll bring that next time. Then you pack a napkin. Then you pack this, and you have to clean it out. And then it's a lot of different habits rather than just, oh, here's $10. Oh, here's my food. Oh, mouth. There's a reason why a lot of people don't do it, because it takes some extra effort. It takes some extra time. Ooh, it's raining. It's raining. It's raining. All right. You know what? I need to go grab the pups on the porch. So we'll play some music. We're going to take a pause. If you need to get some water for the water break, make sure you get the water break. We'll go through some more stuff. So going to hit the pause button. So make sure you go get some water, and I want to make sure that she's okay. All right. So we'll be right back. I don't have a we'll be right back thing, but I'll put the loading screen back on just for a second. All right. We'll play some, what should we play? We'll play some Ghost. We'll play some Ghost. 1 second.
Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the throne. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the throne. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back another mass shoot.
All right, we're back. Ooh, I need to get a we'll be right back. We'll be right back. And it'll be like, we'll be right back. Yow, yow, yow. You'll be right back. I'll get some we'll be right back music. That way I can take a piss if I need to take a piss and stuff like that. So we're back. Welcome back. Here we go. There we go. I feel good. I feel good. She did get, well, I don't think she got wet, but usually when it starts raining, all of a sudden she'll like hide in the corner, but I wanted to pull the things down. Sometimes you get that sideways rain where just, and it'll soak, but the whole porch is going to get like, it'll become a pool. And the thing is, it's Florida, so it's going to rain for, what time is it? 4? It'll be done in like 5 minutes. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll make it. This one, a question. We got a question here from Priscilla C. Priscilla C. What's your view on movies and TV glorifying junk food since forever? I mean, the same view on junk. More than whole. A main fit character's favorite food. Isn't a main fit character? What's a main fit character? What's my view? It's what do you think it is? It's advertising. It's advertising. If you're talking about TV and shit, these companies, it's advertising. If you see a commercial on TV, you see a product placement in something, it's all the same. My view on movies and TV, it's junk food's junk food. It's society. It's all the same. My view. What do you think my view is? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't bullshit me. Come on. Yow. Yow. Hey, Papa, I posted my pull-up video on Facebook. I had someone criticism on my pull-up, and I let them know it takes step-by-step. Shoulders and back strength comes first. Is that a question or a statement? I'm confused what's going on there. I should have looked at it before I clicked on it. I don't understand. You had someone criticize? Well, people talk. People talk. I criticize shit. I don't know. Step by step. People don't know how to do shit. One thing that people don't know how to do is how to do a fucking pull-up. And also, it depends on why you're doing why you're doing a pull-up. I mean, are you trying to save your life? Are you trying to just get up? Or are you trying to activate certain muscles? There's a bunch of different ways to pull up. Are you just trying to get above the bar? Are you trying to get to the bar? Are you trying to activate your lats more? Are you trying to, 24-hour live stream of Puppa? It could be. It could be. I've thought about that. Well, we've done that. I've turned on the camera, and I don't have the camera. I don't have the camera set up. I don't really want to do it right now. But she's laying there. Oh. Should I set it up? Should I set it up? I'll see if I can set it up. See if I can get this going. It's because if I... there we go. Let's see. Oh, that'd be a good shot. That'd be a good shot. 24-hour live stream. Let's see if that video is up. Yeah, there you go, baby. There you go, mama. You change that episode number. There you go. Look at you. Look at you looking sexy. I know. Well, there we go. There we go. Now you got it. Yeah. She's on fire. Yeah. She's sexy. Look at you. Look at you, little beesh. For those of you listening to the podcast, it's a little beesh on the screen. That's a good girl. Ah, she's such a good girl. Look at her just chilling. There you go. There you go. The Puppa Swolio cam, up close and personal. Let's see. Christos Roussis. Sorry if I'm getting off topic. Well, getting off topic. Yeah, we're looking at Puppa Swolio. How dare you? How dare you talk about fitness things when the pup is on the screen? Are there any essential muscle stretches that need to be done daily? Practice yoga. Any essential muscle stretches? Yeah, the ones you need. Practice yoga. You get them all. Practice yoga. You get them all. Let's see. I agree with that. James says, I feel bad for the overweight people in the gym who are doing a bunch of cardio to lose weight. Weightlifting is where it's at. A lot of people only do cardio. That's one of the biggest, I guess, one of the biggest fitness fallacies. One of the biggest fitness fallacies. That's one of the biggest fitness fallacies, fitness tragedies. That's one of the biggest ones. Oh, I want to bring her back. No. There we go. Yeah. Oh, we got a little split screen. There we go. There we go. We got the Puppa Swolio camp. Perfect. Now we can talk in the yes. 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 Stretch it out. Stretch it out, mama. Stretch. Yeah. Should I just do the whole same thing? We look the same. The beard, huh? What are you licking? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, 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 what you doing? What you doing? What are you doing, mama? What you doing? What are you doing? What's baby girl doing? What you doing over there? Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? You like the widescreen? You like this? You guys like it wide? Yeah, let's go in there. Let's get in there. Bam. Bam. Up close and purse. There you go. There you go. I mean, this we can just do this normally. You just leave her on the whole time. You know, if I leave her on the whole time, you're not going to pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. You're here for me, right? You're here for the podcast. Come on. Come on. You're here for me, right? Or her. Whatever. All right, we'll do split screen now. I like that. The split screen's cool. Split screen, it plays. It plays. The Puppa Swolio cam. Dun, dun, dun. Right, baby? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's some good mama right there. That's some good sexy girl. Let's see here. Why is that camera not showing up here? Why was that not showing up? There we go. All right. So let's get back to business. Let's go back to business. Tess Hornaday. Yeah, Tess Hornaday. Right there. Just right there. Get her a little bandana that says Kegels. Oh boy. Oh boy. Some Puppa gear. Where do you get custom dog gear? I'll have to find it. I'll get her stuff. I'll get her stuff. No more coffee. Let's see here. Farianas vlogs. How do I reset my mind frame, your mindset? I feel better after dropping weight, but then I pass the mirror or I see myself in photos and I'm back to fat shaming myself. Are you practicing any type of meditation, any mindfulness training? You know, this is something that's internal. This is something that you're dealing with, obviously, but this is something that you're dealing with in terms of yourself, how you view yourself. So this is not what you don't need to create your own adversity. I mean, think about that. If you're fat shaming yourself and you're getting down on yourself, you're taking the place of life. Let life be crazy and chaotic. Life you can't control already. You can't control that as it is. It's like, don't add more adversity. Don't throw challenges in your own way. Don't put up roadblocks. Don't throw tacks on the floor while you're walking and stepping through. Don't throw broken glass on the floor that you're trying to walk across. Now, it's very easy to say, oh, don't do that. Don't feel bad. How about this? Just stop fat shaming yourself. Hey, good advice, Papa. Let me just stop there. Let me just stop there. It's a practice, something you have to work through. I mean, this is why we're so big on community in the Swole family. Like, you might want to check it out. I mean, we have a great, obviously we're all here right now, but the Swole fam is legit. So all of you that are already members, maybe we can welcome Farianas in. Maybe we could. I mean, obviously we will if she is interested. I'm not sure if this is a female. Sounds like it. I don't know what Farianas sounds like a female name, but could be wrong. But community is essential. Who are you surrounding yourself with? And if you don't have anyone, and if you're just, I mean, look, yourself, you're shaming yourself. Who you're surrounding yourself with in terms of yourself is part of the problem. You're getting down on yourself. You're stressing yourself out. You're beating yourself up. I mean, people are going to think what they think. You don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to add to that. But who you surround yourself with, get yourself a quality community. You know, inspiring people that want better for you, that challenge you to do better. You have it here. Like, you're already here on the podcast. You're already here on the live stream. So you're already getting that. So that's a start. And then when it comes to your mindfulness, it's how you perceive it. You know, it's how you perceive your situation. We're all a work in progress. And if you're obese, it's okay. It's time to change. Maybe you can't change the past. You can't change where you came from. You can't change what your parents did to you. You can't change what you were fed when you were 5. You can't change anything that you've done. Can't change anything that you've done. All you need to do is create better habits moving forward. I mean, meditation's great. It's mindfulness. It's just being more aware. It's being more conscious. It's being more aware of your thoughts when you have them. One of the benefits to practicing mindfulness training, to making your brain gains, is that you are able to recover quicker. You're able to recover quicker from those downsides. You're able to recover quicker when you get out of line. If you lose your temper, if you get frustrated, if you have anxiety, if you feel in low mood one day, it helps you overcome that faster. It helps you catch, like, wait, I know what's going on here. I've had that before. That's that bullshit. Get that out of my fucking head. You get over that bullshit faster. You catch yourself when you say something wrong. You're more honest, you're more authentic because you know where these things are coming from. A lot of these thoughts that you're having, the thoughts aren't coming from anywhere. We assume that everything's valuable information automatically. Think about what you see online. Most of what you see online is bullshit. Most of what you see online is bullshit. You shouldn't pay attention to it. That's community. That's environment. What are you surrounding yourself with? It's not just the people. It's the information. It's what you're exposing yourself to. Are you watching the fucking news? Are you watching CNN? Are you watching Fox News? Are you watching that trash all the fucking time? Just never go on those pages, ever. Don't watch the news. I would avoid it like the fucking plague. Get your information from podcasts. Get your information from unbiased sources or from people that are having longer form conversation that are explaining these issues in more depth. You don't know what podcast to listen to? Go to the popular podcast page. Open up the fucking app. They'll make suggestions and you fucking start listening to shit and you start absorbing different information. You start absorbing knowledge. Download an audiobook. You drive a lot? Great. Every fucking truck driver, anyone that's in the car a lot, should be a fucking genius. Should be a fucking genius. You could learn skills and tasks. You could learn so many fucking things if you use your time wisely and don't stop watching fucking Netflix. Stop always disconnecting from improving yourself. So that being said, your mind, you have a choice to train your mind. You have a choice to perceive things differently. You can't control what happens outside, but you can certainly address and work on yourself and how you perceive your situation for yourself. Because the last thing that you need is to walk past the mirror and shame yourself. You need to be making progress and practice every single day. And over the long term, you're going to lose that weight if you're doing everything else, if you're eating quality foods, if you're training, if you're recovering, If you are, doing your yoga, it's very simple. You just have to execute it regularly and you build those habits. And if you have a strong community around you, you build and you'll keep on doing better. You'll get better. You'll do better. You only reset if it's the mental thing, if it's a mental thing, you have to attack it mentally. And a lot of people that have stress, they go to the gym. Oh, I'm stressed out. I had a rough day. I need to go work out. I need to go blow off some steam. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't think that really works. I think it works temporarily, but I don't think it solves the problem. I think in theory, it sounds nice. Hey, I'm going to go to the gym and blow off some steam. Like I'm stressed. I'm going to release it. For me personally, I can't focus. If my mind's distracted, I won't have a good workout. I can't do any kind of lifting. I might be able to do cardio because this is mindless meditation moving, but I'd rather go for a walk, get outside a little bit because other things will stimulate my thought. But I can't train and focus on training because my mind's distracted. But if you go and you punch a bag and you do all that stuff, you feel good temporarily. And a lot of you might think, oh, it goes away. I feel better. Not really, because you're not solving the problem. You're not solving what caused that to begin with. You're just creating another pattern where it's going to lead to exhaustion because then what happens is every time you feel stressed, you go to the gym and you exhaust yourself physically. Being stressed doesn't mean exhaust yourself physically. Being stressed means I need to go into the brain. I need to go up here and deal with it here. Go to the source. Go to the source. When you feel stressed out, it doesn't mean you need to go and expend fucking 2,000 calories at the gym and do cardio for 4 fucking hours. That's not what it means. If you're stressed, it means you are not perceiving and managing your thoughts properly because the thoughts don't fucking stop. Your thoughts don't stop. They won't stop. They will keep on coming. You will keep on having thought after thought after thought. It won't stop. You can't make yourself stop thinking. What you can do is change how you're perceiving your thoughts. You can change how you deal with them, how you manage them, what attention you give them. That you can change. And that's very important to change. That you can change. That's important. So what can you control? That's what it comes down to. What can you control when it comes to your life and your fitness and your health? What can you actually control? Gym anxiety is real. Anxiety is real. But why is anxiety real? It's because people worry. Why are you worrying? Worry is stressing, and anxiety is just worry about things that haven't happened yet and probably won't happen, to be honest. And just like it takes practice and experience to know that when you go to the gym, if you don't feel like it, you might have a great workout. You have to realize, hey, I'm anxious about X, Y, and Z. Well, I'm usually anxious and nothing bad ever happens, so why am I being anxious? And then if you're meditating, you can let that go. You can let that thought go, and then it doesn't bother you anymore. Rexy, I'm still overcoming a lot of adjustments since giving birth to twins, but mindfulness helps a ton. Fitness routine will come back in time for me. Brain gains need work now. They always will. They always will. Good for you. They'll always need work. You're always making brain gains. You're always trying to do better. Trying to do better all the time. Okay, so good post. I'll keep an eye on the comments and we'll see how that goes. Were we all pumping today? Did you guys train today? And just a reminder again, for those of you that are part of the Swole fam, if you haven't yet checked out the accountability meeting, it's available. It happened yesterday at 12 noon Eastern time. So if you weren't here yesterday, there's no 1382 public. That's for members only. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode of the podcast, you got to be a part of the Swole fam, which you can get started. You can join for less than $3 and over at swolenormousx.com. So every Monday we have our private accountability meeting. So we do new releases. We go over some of the wins and losses, some of the things we're working on, new things that are coming, exciting stuff. And even since yesterday, I already have big shit to talk about this week and next Monday. So I'm so excited for this week. I'm so excited. We're almost there. It's coming. It's coming. Y'all. Ooh, I think today's a sauna day for daddy. I want to do some stretching and mobility. Swolga tonight after work. Good man. Smashed a good back, biceps, and abs workout. Now enjoying my dinner. Righto. Ooh, did daddy get an email? Of course I did. I'm not going to your fucking event. Who the fuck sent me that? Thanks, JC. Appreciate it. New Brain Gains is awesome. Love it. How many of you did the New Brain Gains? I know I asked earlier, but that was earlier. This is now. Adam, Yin Yoga Express today and back and biceps swole today. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more of those express classes and the chair classes. Brand new chair section. Brand new chair section in the yoga studio. That's fucking fire. That's fire. Muay Thai class this morning. Nice. Kicky, punchy. Very nice, very nice. Swole fam gravity was awesome today. Yay. Let's see here. This one's from Nick. Oh, there we go. Amazing how exercise and nutrition go hand in hand. There have been times where I don't work out and bad food choices follow. But when I do work out, I definitely tell myself more often than not to make bad food choices that will ruin my workout. Hope you all kicked ass today like I tried to. So there have been times where I don't work out and bad food choices follow. If you are working out, and that's one of the things that is interesting when people first start getting into their training. So I get this question a lot. Should I start with training or nutrition first? Which one should I start with? And you could drop that in the comments. What did you start with? Because when you join, for example, Swolenormous X, we have the Nutrition Jumpstart, we have the Elimination Diet, we have all these things that, okay, walk you through in the 90-day dash primer week. Like it walks you through all of it step by step. So the question comes down to, how do you work? And you might not know how you work until you do it. You might not know how you work as an individual or what you need to focus on first. Some people can do both at the same time. Some people need to focus on one thing. And there's nothing wrong with either one. The most important thing that I want you to understand is that when you approach nutrition, I think people should be focusing on nutrition from a quality standpoint and not worry about the qualities Jesus Christ, not worry about the quantity right away. I think people need to fundamentally understand why nutrition's important, why some foods are a higher quality for them, and why it's important to determine which foods work optimally for the individual. And I always make this distinction because a lot of people think it's either one or the other. When I say quality is more important than quantity, it doesn't mean that quantity doesn't factor in, doesn't mean that quantity doesn't factor in a big way. It doesn't mean that you can eat as much as you want. It just means that by a very small margin, I like to have people focus on quality first in terms of conceptually, which is really the most important thing to think about. It's the concept of quality first. And if you think about that concept, if you understand that the quality needs to be addressed immediately, then you can also deal with the quantity. It's easier to deal with quantity after you have the quality figured out. If you're eating quality foods, usually people's issue is overeating, overconsumption. And it's much easier to deal with that when you're making better choices. So you can even do them simultaneously, but I still think that to minimize how many habits and how many changes you're making at the beginning, that if you're doing nutrition, it should focus on quality first, and then quantity can be a close second because it does factor in. But most people, like in terms of focusing and habits, doing little systematic changes, maybe decreasing your time, your eating window, because you don't want to do a restricted eating window and limit your calories when you're eating shit foods. You're not getting the nutrients in to begin with. Now you're cutting down the overall volume. You get even less nutrients of the sparse nutrients you were getting. So usually that's like how I like to discuss nutrition. But when it comes to training, some people go to the gym and by moving, you don't want to fuel your body back up with crap. How many of you go to the gym and you can't imagine eating crap? And I used to do that. I used to do that too. I used to go and I would work out. Hey, we did legs. Let's go get some pizza. You did leg day and you went and had a fucking pizza. But then when you stop eating that shit, you realize, wow, I feel like crap when I have that. I feel so much better when I fuel myself with actual fuel. And you're going to find, when you do an elimination, you're going to find that certain foods give you power. Certain foods really fuel you. There are certain foods that I eat that they fill me up. They don't bother me, but it's like I eat them and it's like, cool. Like I get that with white rice. White rice fills me up. Like I eat it. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't cause me any problems. Not that I know it, but It doesn't make me feel like, yeah, I had white rice. I had this fucking pump. I feel amazing. Sweet potatoes do for me. Sweet potatoes are my shit. So if I want a carb, I have my cold sweet potato. I like it in the fridge and take it up. It's great. It makes me feel different than other foods. It makes me feel strong. It fills me up. That's what she said. Yow, 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 yow. But it's one of those things that I notice. It's a power food for me. And that's the difference between eating something that, hey, does this give me violent diarrhea, or is this actually helping me? Is this just I'm eating this because I'm eating this and there's real no benefit. I could make a better choice. So in other words, why do you want to eat what? For example, maybe it's a flavor thing, maybe for one day or one meal or what you're doing, white rice. Just for this one example, forget like what the foods I'm talking about actually are. Don't worry about the details. You know, you're going to be different than me. But let maybe one type of meal. Oh, I feel like eating white rice with this. Is that going to fuck me up? No. But is it the best choice overall? No. I know that. I know it's not the best choice overall. I do like to mix things up sometimes with my nutrition. I mean, I eat very, very consistent. I eat very, very consistently because I know what works best for me. I know what feels good. I know what my body likes. I know what foods that when I eat them, oh, I feel good. I feel good. I have energy. I feel swole and filled and I feel strong and I sleep well and my joints feel good. So why would I change what I do? Why would I change what I eat? I feel good. Everything checks out. No breakouts. When I have dairy, I've had that. You know, I had cheese a little bit, you know, and I'll notice after a day or I'll have like some, you know, breakouts on the side here and I would cut it out and then it would just go away. You go by what you observe. Use some common sense. How do you feel? How do you look? How's everything going? That's probably a good path to at least continue down to figure out more things about it. Remember, it's a practice. What works today might not work in 6 months. What I'm doing right now might not be what I'm doing exactly in a year. What I'm doing today wasn't necessarily what I was doing exactly a year before that or a year before that. You know why? Because I learn, I test, and I evolve and develop. And in some people's eyes, my nutrition has gotten a lot more strict and I have eliminated so much and I have such a restrictive diet. I don't feel restricted at all. When I say I don't feel restricted at all, I don't feel restricted at all. I don't. I literally have the foods that I want to eat. I just don't look at a lot of foods that you might look at as actual food. What 99.9% of the population looks at and thinks, oh, that's edible. It doesn't even come into my frame of existence as that is a food that I should put in my mouth. So my options are a lot smaller because if you're looking at a bag of chips, I'm looking at that as a chair. Oh, that's a chair. That's a table. I'm not going to eat a fucking table. I'm not going to eat those chips. It's probably made out of the same fucking material. Like, I'm not going to eat those. So it's not even food. So it's not something that I'm eliminating. Oh my God, I have to restrict myself from eating that. It's not food for me. So it doesn't even, and that's mindset. That's mindset. That's mindfulness. That's how I have trained myself because you're not born with that. You're born in this country. It's acceptable for you to put anything in your fucking mouth. You can eat anything anywhere. If you're in a public place, you can stuff your face with the most disgusting shit. It's okay if you're in public. If you go to Disney World or something and you're eating all this fried fucking dough and ice cream and you're 500 pounds, it's Disney World. Oh, everyone's fucking their face with fucking sugar. But if you do that in the comfort of your own home, oh my God, you're depressed and you're depraved and but if you're in public or you're at a social event or it's a celebratory event or it's a holiday, you can stuff your fucking face. And not only is it acceptable, it's promoted and it's encouraged and you're even pressured to do it. It's fucking gross. It's like hazing. It's like health hazing. You're like, haha, you can't get to this age unless you have like 1 or 2 diabetes nights. Like the way some people eat on a daily basis, I would probably have diabetes before I wake up in the morning with the way some people eat every day. And that's a joke, kind of. Some people eat so much sugar in a day that for me, I'd probably have heart palpitations immediately after consuming some of these people's meals. So what's your power food? What's your power food? Drop that in the comments. I saw a couple people mention it. Sweet potato power. Yeesh. We got some other people that are amped up. Sweet potato is to Papa what spinach is to Popeye. Preach. Preach, preach, preach. What's that Beesh up to? What you up to, baby? What you up to? What you got going on? What's good? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing, mama? What's good? Look at you. You want the rubbies? You want the rubs? She wants the rub. She likes the rub. You like the rub? I need some more coffee. Daddy needs some more coffee. 5 o'clock. Right. Evening coffee. Not necessarily recommended. Beef yams and broccoli. Nice. Let's see. Pork seems to be mine. Pork. Oh, all right. Like bacon? Like real? Like bacon? Like heritage pastured pork? What do you mean like a pork chop? I'm fucking. Karen, I was in Disney last week. Just wow with all the obese people chowing down and riding scooters. Isn't that not the grossest fucking thing ever? Is that not the nastiest fucking thing? Is people that are so fat they have to be carted around and they're eating junk. And these are people that literally have full-blown diabetes and mobility issues based on their diet and lifestyle choices, and they are in a place just fucking their face with all that shit. It's unreal. It's unconscionable. It's so fucking gross. So gross. Sweet potatoes and spinach, grass-fed beef. Yeah, for me, it's a nice bone-in ribeye. Ooh, pomegranates, bone broth. Nice. I got some bone broth. Ooh, I might forego the coffee and go with the bone broth. I'm Irish as fuck, so white potatoes, sweet potatoes, and some sort of beef. Some sort of beef. Give me the beef. Yow. Give me the beef. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? All right, we got another Posty McPosterson. This one's from Connor. What up, C-Bone? What up, C-Bone? Yo, what up, Connor? Yo. Joined here because I absolutely love Swole's message to the world and want to support this anti-fat acceptance movement in any way that I can. Swole is the leader that we need for this revolution, and I hope that society's beliefs towards obesity and dieting will eventually align with health-oriented philosophies such as Swole's. I have been in what I consider the quote overweight category before and overcame it. Having experienced both sides, I can definitely confirm that life on the fit, healthy side is the only one worth living. As a wise man once said, every person dies, but not every person really loves. A little Braveheart quote there. Good stuff. Welcome, Connor. Welcome to the Swole fam. Welcome. Willkommen. Come in, come one, come all. Ooh, super zoom. Let's get another post. Let's go right into Jesse's post. Hey fam, I'm really staying focused on my goals, killing it in many ways. I've realized how much time I've wasted on Facebook and Instagram just scrolling. So in respect to pillar number 1, which is community, I've went from following 413 people on Facebook to 13. It's been a great week. Time for some brain gains. Good shit. How many of you have done a clean out? It's been a while. It's been a while since we talked about clean outs and we talked about a unfollow Friday or fuck your couch Friday. Maybe we'll do that again this week. It's Tuesday. But it's never too early. It's never too early. It's always a good time to delete people off Facebook. Always a good time. Always a good time. Oh, bro. Tipsology. Thanks to you on the frozen raspberries and the push to ribeye over filet. I was missing out. Ribeye is a game changer. Ribeye steak, fucking unreal. What is he? Tips the combo of bone broth, ribeye, sweet potato, and frozen raspberries. I mean, I got frozen in the fridge right now. I pound frozen berries, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, bone broth, grass-fed beef, mainly ribeyes, sweet potatoes, white rice sometimes, grass-fed butter, MCT oil, coconut oil, fats and stuff like that. I haven't had a lot of veggies lately. It's been mostly fruit and fiber from that. Organ meats and stuff, or you can do organ supplements and things like that. So that works really well for me. It's literally like, it's not exactly the same. It's not the way I've always eaten, but I've just been refining it over the years. I've just been refining it and refining it. That's why I really always say that nutrition's a practice. Nutrition's a practice. It's something that you need to do, develop, try, test, experiment, and see what works best for you. See what you have access to, what you handle the best, and what your system is. What's your system? What's your system of staying consistent when you feel down, when you get funky? What's your process? What's your process of getting out of it? What's your process of breaking through that? What's your process of changing things? What's your process of, rising above and coming back? Because what are you gonna do? Wallow in your self-pity and just beat yourself up and not make progress? You got to get back on the fucking pony. I mean, that one of the reasons why the Daily Swole is so great. It's great for me too. It keeps me consistent. Even if I don't feel like doing it, I'm doing it. And when I say I don't feel like doing it, it's not always convenient. It's like, oh shit, I still have to get back here and do the podcast. Sometimes, like, things get late in the day and sometimes we go really late for a podcast. But at the same time, I'm still doing it. And then it's always fun. I always enjoy doing it. But is it always convenient? I mean, there's some days that are really busy. Same thing with the workout. Some days you have to rush in there and, okay, you're doing a lot of stuff, but you're getting it done. You go in there, you bang out a quick one. Okay, I'll come back tomorrow and I'll do extra on this stuff. And you leave. So you get your shit done. We're always getting our shit done. Every fucking day we're doing it. So this keeps me consistent. It keeps me consistent. It keeps me consistent. It helps me break through. It helps me stay consistent even if other things don't get done, or even if I can't make it, or I can't do other responsibilities. Not every day is going to be a perfect win, but what I do get is the podcasting fucking every fucking day, and it keeps me consistent. Do I still have the Amazon store? Sure. Yeah, it's in my it's pinned in the announcements right there on the Facebook page in the private group. All the suggestions and things that I've used and have used in the past and that I would recommend if you wanted to try. Let's see. Over a month into my elimination diet, eye-opening what my body doesn't tolerate, but I kept eating it. Change your choices. Kristen Moore. Kristen. Over a month into my elimination, eye-opening what my body doesn't tolerate. If you give yourself a chance to explore nutrition and you actually take some time to fucking do better and to take interest, you'll be absolutely shocked in many, many cases. Let's see. Ooh, this one. Oh, we got two more. Oh, we got another good post. Yeah, good new post. This one's from Brandon. What up? What up, new member? What up, Brandon? Brandon says, just wanted to say how awesome and motivating I think this community is. I started Swolenormous X yesterday and I'm already blown away. Just completed my second day of primer week and my body is completely dead and I love it. I was never really able to lift weights or anything because for about 15 years I boxed and you can't really lift weights or you'll get pretty stiff. So I did mostly high intensity endurance training. I stopped competing about 2 years ago and kind of let myself go as most boxers do when they hang them up, LOL. I was in and out of the gym, but could never really stay consistent or motivated, but I'm motivated. I'm as motivated as ever now. Can't wait to see where the journey takes us all. Thank you, everyone. So welcome, Brandon. Everyone say, welcome, Brandon. Welcome to the fam. Welcome to the FamWise. The FamWise Game G. And we got one from Emily. Super awesome. You guys are rocking. Everyone's killing it. Everyone's killing it. This past week has been super excellent and super fiery and super. I feel like there's just more nipple pinching energy. I sense it. So welcome. Emily says, hey friends, just joined today and I am so jazzed. I love it. So jazzed to share in each other's progress without all the sensitivity, glass walking, and BS of other fitness programs. Glass walking. I know people say tiptoeing on eggshells. I don't know what programs are having you walk on glass. The savages out there. Glass walking. Fucking violent. Pics to come soon, but in a nutshell, I have always been naturally curvy and a bit thick. My leanest was at 122 pounds in college when I had the dedication of a nun. In grad school now a few years later, and I've tacked on 25 pounds. My body gains fat pretty easily. I got engaged this Christmas. Ooh, and I need to kick it in the ass to get back to my fighting size for the wedding next year. My goal is actually 130 to 135 this time. 122 is a little bit skinny on me. She says she's 5'6". I have a good amount of muscle on me already that I would like to keep, so I have a nice shape at the end of it all. My diet is mostly paleo with the addition of some oats and brown rice. Trying to kick dairy, 1,850 calories, 4 days a week of lifting. Going to get my gym days back up to 6. Can't wait to chat with like-minded people. Well, we got that for you. Your goal is 122 is a bit skinny, so you want more muscle. You got to build some muscle. Keep doing the elimination diet. Keep narrowing things down. If you're trying to lose some weight, I would actually look into some other carb sources. Personally, I would recommend anyone that's eating brown rice and oats to cut them out and try something else. I would consume white rice personally over brown rice. One brown rice for me, it tastes like absolute dog shit sand asshole. White rice is actually even better digested if you're going to consume it. Less other issues and less irritability possibilities, and anti-nutrients and shit. And when it comes to oats, a lot of people have issues digesting oats. So maybe other forms of carbs you can play around with too. Every time someone's doesn't mention sweet potatoes, I'm always like, get some more sweet potatoes in you. I feel like just universally people this works better for a lot of people. But if that works for you, the oats and the brown rice, go for it. Just a suggestion, just something that always stands out to me, especially if you're trying to lose weight and change and kind of recomp a little bit and make some other headway. Cutting those out can definitely help, maybe adding some more fats and stuff like that. But we can talk about that in the group. Just putting that out there while I saw it. But the overarching sentiment is congratulations, welcome. Congratulations on the engagement. Congratulations on joining Swole X and being in the greatest fucking fitness fam in the world. The fucking greatest. The greatest. The greatest, the greatest. The greatest fam in the world. And this one is from Ian. This was pretty interesting and funny as fuck. He says, "Hi fam, I've been a member since New Year's, but I haven't found what to post yet, so might as well start here. I'm a big fan of the food chains Moe's and Chipotle. I eat there multiple times per week. I've done it for years and under the assumption that I was making a decent decision as far as takeout food was concerned. Well, I started eliminating foods from my diet about half a year ago, starting with dairy and soy as they affect me the most negatively. Today, as I was getting my usual burrito bowl, I noticed the cooking oil that Moe's uses is soybean oil. I thought it was just the chips, threw those out, but upon further research, turns out they cook everything on the menu with it, and checking the ingredients on the quote steak after it revealed that it's bulked up with soy protein isolate. Dirty AIDS dicks in disguise. Safe to say I will be meal prepping my work lunches from now on. Give it a week or two, and I bet I'll notice significant improvement. Learn from my mistakes and keep on killing it, everybody." So good shit, Ian. That's a good first post. That's a good first post if that was your absolute first post. So welcome to the fam, even though you've been a member for about a month or so. But man. I mean, look, we always talk about that. Not to mention there's tons of like shit sodium. Now we're not talking like quality salt. We're talking just like sodium chloride, just, the trash that does negatively affect the body. But those cooking oils, those vegetable oils are really, really not good for you. Really not good for you. And that's one of the problems. And you get that in all fast food. They bulk up the meat. They bulk it up because it preserves it. It might cook. It's the texture. It might taste a little certain way or taste a little different than regular meat. They can get more volume so it fills people up and they can stretch their dollar more because they're looking at it from a corporate standpoint. They're looking at it like how can we increase profit as much as we can at each location? So if they can add some cheap GMO, garbage, government subsidized soybean oil, and they can inject that into the meat or mix that in, and they can increase the overall poundage or tonnage of their meat by, let's say, 5 or 10%, that's a huge increase in profits because soybean oil is not only trash, it's like the same cost as trash to purchase. It's dirt cheap. So extremely, extremely transparent. I mean, it's a great post and you can look into this more. You can Google it, but a lot of stuff A lot of stuff is crap, and a lot of just fast food chains, McDonald's, Burger King, they're all filling their meat. It's not 100%. Get the fuck out of here. It's 100% their mixture. It's 100% their concoction of what meat is supposed to be. It's not real food. It's not. Just because you can chew it and swallow it doesn't make it real. I can go outside and eat leaves off a tree. I will throw up and shit my brains out. It's not something that your body should consume, which is why everyone jokes about that. You see it on TikTok, Instagram for decades, right? Have a joke. Oh, crap my brains out, Taco Bell. When you eat food, it shouldn't blow out your asshole. If you're drinking whey protein, when you have a protein shake, I'll shit my brains out at the start. That's not a good sign. You're not supposed to have rampant and violent diarrhea when you're eating a new food. I mean, there are times when your body will be changing over and adjusting and adapting, and that might be a normal transition in terms of like dietary change. But if you go to Taco Bell and you have violent diarrhea, that's not an adaptation issue. That's a reaction. That's, this is garbage. My body says, fuck this shit. Blows it out the asshole. That's what your body is doing. Oh, look at your bum bums. Look at your bum bum. Look at your bum bum. Yeah. Yes. You're about to get the cute voices in your bosom, mama. Yes, your mama. Oh, yeah. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. Come to me. Rub my belly. Yeah. Look at the little nips. Look at the nips. Nip, 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 nip. Nip, nippy, 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 nippies. You like it? You like the nippy, nippy? Oh, yes, you're such a good girl. You're the cutest. Oh, sorry. Kicked your phone. She always gets pissed. She always gets like angry if I don't. She'll get angry if I don't come back. She'll beg for it. You begging for it? You want more? You want more, baby? Hmm. Do you want belly rubs? Do you want belly rubs? Who wants belly rub? Your belly? Yeah. Do you want? You want the belly rub? That's a good girl. It's a little humid outside. It's a little bit of a rainy day. It's been a long podcast. She's tired. She's seepies. I didn't even know they used soy isolate as a cooking oil. No, I don't think that's what he was saying. He was saying that the meat ingredients that they pump it up, they mix in like the meat. But he was saying that they use soybean oil. But that's the thing. Look, it's soy. It's soybean oil. It's soy isolate for the food. Like it's soy. Soy and corn is fucking in everything. It's in everything. You're not supposed to be eating that shit. You're not supposed to be eating that crap. Like eat real fucking food. Eat real food. Just eat soybeans. Gross. Yeah, Papa's nips are the tits. Get it? Yes. Oh, no, what? You're too good for us? You're too good for us? Boop. Boop. I just push her. All right, a little more pets. Look at her little legs. She loves it right back here. You want to beg for it? You want more? I'm trying to get her to beg for everyone. Trying to get everyone to beg for it. Beg? Oh, come on. They want to see it. They want to see you beg. They want to see you beg for it. You good girl. Oh, you know you want to beg for it. You good girl. You good girl. Want some more? Want some? You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Oh, thank you, Sasha. I appreciate that. Oh, spank you. Spank you. Thank you so much. Love this podcast. My boyfriend and I love chilling at night listening to Papa. Welcome, everyone, to episode 1383 of the Evening Cast with Puppa Swolio After Dark. Do you know where your nips are? I do. Come on, stop whining. You liked it. You fucking liked it. I know, that got weird. Now you're like, don't think we're going to listen to this podcast anymore. Or maybe that just got the night started, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe they just got the night started. This episode, we went over a lot of nutrition stuff today. A lot of nutrition stuff in 1383. Let's catch up a couple things. We need a little water break. Oh, hey. All right. What's up, babe? What's going? What's good? Oh, look at that profile. Look at you. Look at you. Look, watch this. Watch this. Ready? Look at that shit. Look how awesome that is. Isn't that great? Yeah, that's her picture. That's fucking great. That's fucking great. Isn't it awesome? Isn't it an awesome picture? This is the best picture. This is the best picture ever. It's the greatest. This is fucking right there. So I have the best toys. I have the best toys. You can't see it, but right here there's a little one of those little tiny ornaments. It's a little Thor. That's awesome. Over here is Tess Hornaday. Then we have a baby on an elephant, a golden baby on a golden elephant. So top that shit. And then we have the Puppa Swolio Regal. Does she have an underbite? Oh, she brutally has an underbite. Brutally, brutally, brutally. What happened to my voice? Do you mean when I talk like this? Like, welcome to the Evening Cast, Puppa Swolio After Dark. If it's dark where you are, you're in the right place. Like that? My voice is good. My voice is good. I fuck around with things. I fuck around with the audio. I'm always looking to improve. I'm always looking to improve the audio, change things, mix things up. I get bored. If you're in the same spot, I'm like, all right, let me put them here. Let's do this. I'm a tweaky. I'm a tweaker. I tweak things. I'll tweak things. Jimmy, today was a good episode for nutrition. We talked a lot about nutrition. Okay. What was I going to say? Yesterday's accountability meeting. Make sure you also go check out today's YouTube video. Today was about plateau. Today was about plateaus. Good video today. I really liked it. And all these videos are getting great responses online. Got another one coming tomorrow for YouTube. Going to record that. Put that one out there. Been crushing. We're all crushing on YouTube. Everything's doing great. For those of you that are not subscribed to the Swolenormous channel, I mean, obviously, why wouldn't you be subscribed to the Swolenormous channel? You probably came here from there. Reminder, if you want to join the Swole fam and or get your copy of the 7 Pillars of Swolenormous, swolenormousx.com, and it's all there. swolenormousx.com. So the 7 Pillars is there right on top, and you can also check out memberships and all that good stuff. So, and we're here every day. So if you're missing yesterday's episode, that's in the Swole fam, but you get access to everything when you get access to all the live streams and shit. But then if you want to go unlimited, get Swole text and all the yoga classes and the brain gains, that's unlimited. But again, on the website, you can download the 7 Pillars and all that information. All that stuff is over there. And let's get a little bit of a water break on. Everyone raise a glass. Come on now. Come on, pup. You ready? Let's see. You ready? You ready, baby? You want to do water break? You want to do a water break with me? Water break? You want to do a water break? You don't? Or do you? Let's see. Let's do a water break. All right, everyone get your water break together. Everyone get your water and drop some eggplants and some droplets. All right, water break? Come here. Okay, dokie. You ready? Ready for water break? This fucking fur baby. Look at this. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Say hi. Yes. Just fucking hand. You ready? Here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. 3, 2, 1. Dance time. Oh, look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. Say hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. The best part about small dogs is you just throw them. I forget that she's not a cat, though. I'm like, here you go. You land on your feet, right? Well, she did there. It's a soft. There's like a cushion. Don't worry. And just throw her on the floor. I'm like, fuck out of here. Water break. I throw her all the time. That's got to be good for them. It's got to be good for them, right? All right, Swole card. Swole card. Change your choices. Ooh. Surprised I got a burp out of that one. Change your choices. Change your choices. Are we changing? This is gold. What a great episode. Okay, this is gold. Golden. Puppa Swolio making sick fucking gains. Bam, bam. I'm making. Let's get this. The old disco. Swole card time. Swole card. Swole card. Swole card. Looking for a swole card. Change your choices. Who wrote this shit? No? Oh, there we go. Kelly K. Last at the fucking buzzer. Congratulations, everyone. Kelly K. Congratulations. Yay. All right. So, Kelly K., you are the winner of today's Swole card, episode 1383. So, congratulations. Make sure you send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Put Swole card 1383 in the subject, and you can even put change your choices in the body of the email along with your mailing address, so can send that out to you ASAP. And a reminder that you got a bunch of Swole cards in the mail, so those of you that are waiting on arrival, it should be coming soon. We had a big batch. Usually I get them out quicker, but the last week or so was a big batch, so we got some good ones coming. So congratulations, Kelly. Send us a email. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, lassie. You're very welcome. Enjoy it. Put it somewhere. Put it anywhere you want. That's what she said. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 1383 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Kind of something that happens. I will see you tomorrow right here for episode 1384. If you did not yet answer my Swole texts from earlier and you haven't followed up, make sure you jump on there because I am going to be hitting you all up after this. I want to know what you thought of brain gains. I want to know what you're working on today. So go on Swole text, hit me up, hit me back. I'm jumping on it right now. So I'll talk to some of you real soon, and I'll see everyone tomorrow for 1384. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ja boy. Puppa Swolio. Oh, out.